Welcome to 4x3, a review show where I talk about 4 things I liked and 3 things I didn't like about a game I played recently. And brother, I did not like this week's game at all. Ripping the band-aid off now, this might genuinely be the worst game I play on this channel this year. I mean, the Prince of Persia reboot was just boring, so I set it down, but this made drinking gasoline sound like a fun and expensive way to pass the time. Let's back up for a second. I don't like roasting games or being overtly negative about them because at the end of the day, games are made by real people who worked hard to make them happen. The fact that any game releases is a borderline miracle at this point. But this game is a dumpster fire. I'm not even saying that just because the story is awful and the gameplay is incredibly basic and boring. I was able to glitch this game so badly I wasn't able to progress until I reset a checkpoint. At one point, I was chasing a guy and I had tricked some trigger points for dialogue and events, and it made no cars spawn on a freeway. And no matter what direction I went in, I got out of bounds, wrong way messaging on the screen. It was just awful. Nobody even spawned in the alleyway leading up to the freeway, so I wasn't even sure I was going the right way. But when I reset and did it again, that was the right way to progress. So I have no idea what happened. Moving right along to the first thing of note that I hated in this game. Characters sometimes swear like they're middle schoolers who just started using the words for the first time. Also, there was this casual racism and glorification of police brutality and just their abuse of authority in general. One example of this is during the mission where you go and shoot a bunch of gang members and you spray a rival gang tag at the scene, and your character can activate their weird super mode and say stuff like, "You have the right to remain silent and die like a bitch." It's like the writers saw The Shield one time and then tried to just be as edgy and terrible as that show. Character voices sound weird in some cutscenes. It's like all the lines were shot in a cave. And speaking of the cutscenes, why is the skip movie prompt in the corner at all times? It is super distracting. It's hard enough to focus on something this boring that's happening. It's even worse when you're trying to do it while there's text just plastered across the character's face the entire time they're talking.
Got to stop. That's why I brought in Assistant Deputy Director Shane Dixon. She created this task force and she'll be running it. Miss Dixon?
Agent Stone was investigating the sale of military weaponry to the Mendoza Cartel in Juarez.
The controls are a bit weird in this game. For instance, why is reload for some reason and not swap weapons? I don't know why that choice was made. Why does right bumper cycle weapons but not bring up a weapon wheel when I hold it? Aiming also has this weird like extra slow zoom when you start to ADS, and it makes it feel like the game is trying to wrestle control away from you as you start to fire your weapon. Let's move on to some of the stuff I managed to like from this turd of a game. Choosing between different characters before the start of the first mission is cool, but it does make things feel a bit disjointed due to where the mission point may start. For instance, a little movie plays for each character, and the old white cop in the cowboy hat meets the lady we are protecting at the beginning of the game, well before the character I played, Kim, did. So I originally had no idea who she was or what we were doing. It's probably to encourage multiple playthroughs, but I don't care enough to go back and see any of it. I like that the game is super short and I didn't have to spend a long time with this terrible story or gameplay. I think in total I spent about 6 hours with this game, though it felt way longer than that while I was actually playing it. Each character has their own little hidden agenda from the group. Like Kim is tied to the FBI and has to look for high-end weapons for a cartel-related smuggling case. It's kind of odd that it has to be hidden from the group, but you find out later on more or less why, because there's an informant in the cartel and there's all this extra crap that doesn't really make too much of a difference until the very end of the game. But it doesn't really do anything. I got caught one time trying to grab a weapon and nothing negative happened. I just didn't get more meaningless points, which I didn't even really know what they did. They did a score, and that was it. I love how completely unsatisfying the game's story and endings are. It really rubs in that I wasted money on this game. Like, I paid $4 about for this game on Xbox, and I wish I could get my money back. I did not enjoy this. You know what? I'll give you a bonus one. I love how easily the game glitches. Like when I pause and then I hit the button combo of start and select to open the 360 menu that the emulator for the Xbox Series X uses on all Xbox 360 games, it unpauses the game behind the menu where I can't see or hear it, and it just gets me killed. Fantastic game, no notes. In case you didn't catch on, this game is truly awful and to me feels like a massive wasted slot on the backwards compatibility program for Xbox. It's not political satire, it's just a terrible game that tries its hardest to be an edgy cop show. It's laughably bad. Call of Juarez, the Cartel gets 2 soulless looking NPCs out of 10. Don't play this game. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm sorry I had to subject you to this game. I'm sorry I subjected myself to it. Are you unfortunate enough to have played this game? Do you think I'm wrong and you actually enjoyed this game? Let me know down below in the comments. I look forward to another review coming up pretty soon. I think I'm doing Sorry We're Closed at the time I'm recording this. Drop a like, share the video with a friend, hit the sub button, and I will see you all in the next video. Be good people.
Fuck out of here!
Get in the building! Move or motherfucking die!
What the fuck was that?
An unmanned aerial vehicle. I saw him in Iraq.
Mendoza owns an attack drone?
Alvarez, if we don't move, that asshole's gonna get away.